Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Frank Mularcik, and in this video, we're going to be looking at how my portfolio performed in the month of November 2022, and that is going to include all the dividends we did receive, all the transactions, whether it be buys or sells or deposits we made, and then finally our actual returns for the month and over the past year, and we're going to compare those to the overall market as well. So this is my dividend portfolio spreadsheet right here, and you can see we got 2 dividend raises this month. So one of them was from Amcor, only about a 2% raise, but certainly better than nothing for sure. And then the next one was from Aflac here, about a 5% raise, which is pretty awesome, I think. And if we go down here, we can see before we make any updates to the portfolio, our total value is around $3,493, and our projected dividend income is at $95.12, getting really close to $100, so that's pretty exciting. And then our dividend yield is 2.75%, so definitely not too aggressive, and the 5-year dividend growth rate on average is about 7.75% for the portfolio, which I'm really excited about. And if we go over here to Fidelity, these are just the transactions in the portfolio from November 1st to the 30th. So we're just going to download this transaction history to our computer. And then what I'm going to be able to do is go into my dividend portfolio here and import that CSV file. And then we're going to be able to parse all of those transactions with some scripts that I've created, which we will see. And once that happens, basically all the transactions from this month will be kind of automatically imported into the spreadsheet, which is really exciting. So now that we have the data imported, we can just click this scripts button and parse the transactions. And if you guys are interested in adding this kind of functionality to your spreadsheet, I do have some GitHub repositories that you can pretty much just copy and use the code from that, and I have videos on the channel as well that I will link up here if you want to check that out. Basically, I kind of walk through how to set up the scripts in your own spreadsheet and how they work. And so if you are interested, definitely check that out. It's completely free. If you do have any questions, you can definitely let me know. So the script has finished running, and we can see here we made total deposits like normal of $150. Total buys was only $64.62. We didn't make any sells, and we received dividends totaling $8.28. So let's look a little bit into the spreadsheet and see exactly what that entailed. So we can see here our buys didn't do all that much this month. We bought about $30 worth of Microsoft at the beginning of the month, about $20 worth of Southern Company, and then about $15 worth of Apple. All of those buys were before the 10th of the month. Really didn't do anything the past 2 or 3 weeks of the month, just because I really didn't see all that good opportunities. And I'm just waiting and building up some cash, and if I continue to not really see many good opportunities, I'll just slowly dollar cost average into some companies. But I would like to get some better prices out there before I make some more buys. And then here we can see the cash deposit as well right here. And if we look at the dividend payments now and scroll down here, we can see we got a bunch of dividends this month, which is exciting. So we got $1.14 from AT&T, 33 cents from Apple, $1.56 from APD, which is Air Products and Chemicals, $1.56 there, $1.94 from AbbVie, $1.29 from Procter & Gamble, $1.32 from Caterpillar, 39 cents from Carrier Global, and then 31 cents of interest on our cash in the account. So that totaled, like I said, I forget, it was $8 something. We'll see right here. Hopefully if the spreadsheet loads, yeah, $8.28, which is pretty exciting. It actually looks like it was a little bit lower than August, but I think August had the JP Morgan dividend included in it. So we actually definitely saw some growth there in November, which is exciting. And then probably not much to see on the quarter. We can see $14.63 so far this quarter. And then for the year, we got $62.78 so far, which is pretty exciting. And then if we go back to the summary page, we can see some other things about the portfolio. So right now, the value is now up to $3,658, which is pretty exciting with annual projected dividend income of $96.45. So getting a little bit closer to that $100 mark, but again, we didn't really have much action this month in the portfolio, and the dividend yield and dividend CAGR are pretty much about the same still. And I also want to look at this value over time because I think it's pretty awesome. We can see this goes back to the end of February of 2022, this chart right here. And we can see the portfolio was around $2,000 back then. And through fluctuations in the market and our deposits over time, the value of the portfolio has now grown to $3,500 and even above. And a similar story is here with the dividend income. At the beginning of the year, we were only bringing in about $50 projected a year, and now we're close to $100 projected per year. So that's pretty exciting. And then we can see these other charts here for the payout ratio. Generally, the payout ratio has been going down, it looks like. And the 5-year dividend CAGR has been going down a little bit as well, but that's not the end of the world. And then the dividend yield has been fairly consistent over time. Most of the variability in the dividend yield has been just due to the movement of the market, I think, at this point. And now we're going to take a look at the performance of the portfolio. So we can see right here, our 1 month performance for the portfolio was 7.74% for the month of November, and that is compared to the S&P 500 of 5.59% and the Dow Jones of 5.28%. So I'm pretty excited to see those numbers. And then on the 3 month, the portfolio has returned about 11.69%, which is pretty exciting, which is beating the S&P 500 and Dow, which are both around 3 to 3.5%. And then year to date, we're up about 4.6%, which is exciting. Compare that to the overall market, S&P 500 down about 13%, Dow Jones down about 14.5%. And on the 1 year time frame, which is pretty similar to year to date, we are up about 12.2%. And comparing that to the S&P 500 and Dow, we're significantly beating both of those. Both of those are down almost double digits, and we are up double digits, which is really exciting to see. Unfortunately, we don't have any more data here. It should be close to a year until we get the 3-year data on this portfolio, but I'll be really excited to see what that looks like. Obviously, within the past year, my dividend portfolio has been beating the market and beating it pretty handily. But, a year is a little bit of a longer time frame, but in the grand scheme of investing, a year isn't all that long to be able to gauge, if your portfolio is beating the market or not. There's a lot of people that, in 2020, 2021 were, riding a lot of technology stocks and just hot stocks. And, so their, 1 year performance may have looked great. And then there's also some people that, during that time period, their 1 year performance probably didn't look that great, but it's probably looking a lot better now. So I'm not entirely sure because I didn't keep super great records back then what my performance was like. But I would say I was probably around average, a little bit below average of the market over the past few years. And then this past year, I've definitely been beating the market for sure. But over the long time frame, as long as I can pretty much match the market, I'll be happy for sure. And there's really no goal to, crush the market. I don't think I'm really that smart to be able to do that. I just like investing in these, high quality companies that pay dividends and can over time sort of build up a cash flow engine for myself and the portfolio to reinvest back into the portfolio as well. So let me know how your guys' portfolios did in the month of November and how much you received in dividends. I'd love to hear about it down in the comments below. And if you do want to join the Discord, make sure to do that. The link will be in the description. We can definitely chat more about, dividend investing and the stock market in general. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.